Really weird. Really weird. This is so far off of what it does when I am on the enhancement. Right? Look at that. When they say blinded by the light, right? Where do I stand? Right? Can we just? How do we do this? Who? I'm trying to figure something out. It's been a while since I've been here, right? So how can we do this? So what's that? So what happens here? Does anybody see what's going on? Can you see the mirror over here? Can you see it? Right? I've got a rectangular mirror, right? Rectangular mirror. I put it out this way. What does it look like now? Oblique? Is this what flat Earth looks like? Right? Or would you say flat Earth looks like that? Now, when you travel, you never notice, right? Somehow the oceans move, right? You don't think the planet moves somehow? You think that everything breaks apart? It's no longer a smooth roll. There was only so much time before the sands of time ticked away. Are we live right now? We have absolutely no one here, but that's fine. I'm going to just let them know on TikTok that I'm live on YouTube. We'll see if we can get some interjection from others. How's everyone doing? I'm going to be going live. I've been barred for 24 hours for talking about number 13 and where it derives from through games and through the cube, in which in the odds in the game of craps, okay, is when you make a wager of 6 chips on 6 or 8, and when it arrives, and it arrives all the time, it's an automatic. This is a game, okay, that you always win. Everything is exact, so there can never be any losers in this game. In fact, you start in this game, okay, with the breath of life. This is the game, but it's related to another game. So that's 7 paid out when 6 bet, which means it's 6 times 1 and 1/6. The proton, the electron, the neutron, the replica, the double helix, etc. I take real world events and bring it into game mode, what it can possibly say without any relativity to the world in aspect of ABC. How's everyone doing? There's a difference between 440, which is 110 by 4, and what? Whoop. How's everyone doing? I'm going to be going live. Just give me a second. There's a difference between 440, which is 110 by 4, and what is? Whoop, sorry about that. What happened here now? The difference between 440, which is 110 by 4, and what is 108 by 4? The electrical outlets that we plug in all the time that look like a number 11, 11, 11, is it because 11 is plugging into 11? Is it the plug and I plug it in? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. 11, 11, no, stay away, stay away. What about that 11? Does that count too? You know, if I put a wire through that connecting it, what would it do? Can I put one of these, another on the other side, put a wire through it and connect 2 of these together, like through the moon? You know what I'm saying? Something like just go through the moon, and in the moon, you know, they tell you you can do this. Now, when you do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, the difference between 440, which is 110 by 4, And what is 108 by 4? The electrical outlets that we plug in all the time that look like a number 11, 11, 11. Is it because 11 is plugging into 11? Is it the plug and I plug it in? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. 11, 11, no, stay away, stay away. What about that 11? Does that count too? You know, if I put a wire through that connecting it, what would it do? Can I put... Okay, I want to be a little bit more live. Somebody's here, so I'm going to shut this blind a little bit. For the one that joins me right now, how are you? I don't know who you are. For me, you're the Holy Ghost. If you are here for any reason at all, and you want to see something in alternative realities, that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth for the reality that it exists in. Things that you do in your everyday life, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, the alphabet. You need not know more than what is of all that is in within 5. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. 3 and 1 is 4. And that's all we need to know. There is nothing more. A, B, C, D, E. The 15 degree, the quarter, the half of what is 30 seconds, the quarter out of what is 60. A, B, C is an area space in which once you put D to it, the question is, how do we do this? I'm trying to see how we can do this. I'm just trying to see which calculation I should do. There's so many things that go with this. Anyways, I'm just going to make it like this. There are 9 numbers. There are 9 numbers we work with, 1 through 9. If I had to create something that was fair amongst the 9 numbers, what would I be doing? I do anything that I can and then call it that reality. So here's where I go. There's 3 numbers on the bottom. There's 3 numbers on the top. Although they're different, the bottom 3 are equal to a total of 6. The top 3 are equal to 24. Therefore, it is 4 times the difference. So I will put what is 1/4 or what is 4 times the amount. I will also put number 4 and 1 or 1 and 4 together. In this game, you write it down, and once it's written down, it stays. It doesn't disappear because it was added up and equals to and brought to another dimension. But when you go to the into the 5th dimension, okay, you have to stay in the 3 dimensions. And one of the reasons for that, okay, explained in this game, which is football, we have the hash marks, right? And you have the 5 yard and the 10 yard. So either you're at the 6, the 7, the 8, or the 9. Otherwise, you're at the 5 and the 10. So in between, you're at the 2, 3, 4. So the minute you touch the 4, you have touched one of those major lines. I don't know what they do, but I do know that 432 is the earth vibration. It's the earth feeling vibration. I do know that is consistent with 1440. Okay, times 3 equals to 432. I do know that the day is 1440 minutes, but I also know that the tetrahedron, okay, which has 3 plus 1 side guiding that one side is down with 3 sides around, equals to what is 720. So I can break up my day in what, 3 tetrahedrons? I say 3 tetrahedrons because now there's a whole mixy thing going up here. Man, I don't want to get out because I'm opening up this can of beans over here. So we have 3 tetrahedrons. And that is 720 times 3 equals 2160. Although it's 2 times 720 equaling to 1440, which equals to 24 hours, or what is 86,400 minutes. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to multiply also what is 4 times 720 equals to what is 2880, which is not 360. It's only when you get to 5 times 720 do we get the 3600. Let me show you this so you don't stay too confused. 3 tetrahedrons at 720 each for 2160. 2160 is a hexahedron. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna fix the blurriness here. I'm gonna fix that blurriness. I hope I don't forget where I am. This is extremely extremely precise, very technical, creating many branches. It aligns with and connects to, if you have an understanding to electricity, if you have an understanding to plumbing, if you have an understanding to building any kind or sort of major tractors or machines or equipment, if you're in manufacturing, if you're inside an abattoir, it doesn't matter where you are in life. Somehow you have a piece to this puzzle that is so precise. It's an absolute, okay, no doubt about it. We live in the A world, split into 2 houses, E and E. 1 goes into 2. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, and 2 and 3 is your CB, BC, CB communication 10-4. Rabbit ears are on. 104, 2 Earths. Why? 104 split it in 2 is 52. The numeric value for Earth, the number of cards in the deck, right? 13 cards, 13 moons. Now, if you think I'm all over the place, I am. You got to be taking notes. We got to put it together over and over and over until you see where I'm going with this. This is not just a storyline. I'm not coming here as a TV show. You know, I'm coming here as what you say is we're building a puzzle, right? And this is a puzzle that's absolutely alive, and you can see it growing in your own hands. You can actually see its own truth because you did your homework. I'm giving you the route to do this. Somebody said to me, why don't you patent your work? I said, I have 3 people that watch my channel, sometimes up to 50 at a time when I'm on TikTok. I says, why should I? Why should I hide the puzzle? If we all share and we all learn and we all put together this puzzle, I want to know what it says myself. I can tell you what it says up to now. Earth and Mars. Oh, Mars today? Marriage, marriage. Ramses, Aries. Do you want to go towards Mars anymore? Or how about the kids in the house equaling to what is a goat, the 8th zodiac sign? Do you know that number 8, okay, number 8 with any other number will always return to 8. 8 is like 1, and 8 and 1 go together on the cube. 1 and 8 go together, not because I said so, because you have been, if you've ever picked up one of these and you played by what they say, whatever you want to call that, if you've rolled this and you landed on this, you have what is 8 void to the 1 dot to the 6 dot to the 3 void. Should I say it again? Or should I give you the blueprints before it was made, right? You want me to show you the blueprints of it? Here's the blueprints. It had nothing. It was black. It was void. It was blanche. It was white out. When everything is the same color and then we add something to it, now we're giving what it is in the void. Okay, we're now saying, oh my God, it's this. Yes, it is. It's no longer the void. So this, okay, when you take a look at this, the 6 over here, right? First, we're going to show you what this looks like. And that looks like, I'm very upset my calculator's not here. Nine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. No different. Do you follow me right now? Do you see what I see? Now you can say, yes, and what about this? And yes, what about this? And what about this? What I'm going to say to you, do you want to have a cheesecake or a chocolate cake? Because if you want a cheesecake, I'll leave the chocolate in the cupboard. But if you want a cheesecake, I'll take it out of the fridge. If you want to go to London or Chicago, where are you now? Do you know that London L is just like what is C for Chicago? They're both in the CLU family. There is still one here. Jesus Christ. Yes, Mr. Tacpans. Bless you, sir. Thank you. I have to download this because I don't have access to power very easily, but I'll be listening later. Jesus, we are here today and every day. And what is that honor should we be saying to ourselves? Because I hear these words and I just want to just jump off my my subject a little bit. And I don't get into the parables of or analogies really into the Bible, but I do know there are many. I mean, why does the tetrahedrons? Oh wow, this is really bad. Let me fix this. Hold on. Wow, we have a bad vision here. Let me fix this. Oh boy, how do I do this? This is a new, this is like a new camera here. Oh, I think I got it here. Camera. I think I got to look at. Hold on. Need help with your camera? Need help with your camera? Select this notification. Okay. Just give me a second here. I'm trying to fix my camera. Okay, it's not this. Okay, there's something wrong with my camera right now. I need to fix, maybe it's Logitech. Let me check. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting such a terrible. Just give me a second to. Yeah, it's terrible. Why is it so bad? Just give me a second. Something's like really freaky here. I'm like not getting share screen. Oh, what does that mean? Share screen. What does it mean? Share screen. Oh, share screen. Oh, okay. Not now. Okay. I'm just looking at a few more. Just want to see what's happening here. Display the progress, ongoing downloads. Oh, no, okay, that's not on my page. Just give me a second to try and fix this. Okay. Okay, close. Yeah, I'm just having trouble with my camera. You don't have access to this feature. And this one is tabs from other devices. Yeah, just something's wrong. I'm not very clear here. No, something's very weird. I don't know. I don't know. TikTok, I'm bright, very, very bright. Yeah, something like that. Something like that is the way it's supposed to come in. Maybe I should sit up on my chair. Not very happy that this is happening. Imagine, I'm doing this 20 years. Anybody wants to help support, if you understand what's going on here, what looks very inadequate, what I'm doing right now. So let me finish this off. Let me just it just bothers me, you know, to be caught up in this little thing this way. And it's just like, I don't see it clearly. I don't think you see it clearly. And it's just not fair to anybody. 3 tetrahedrons equals 2160. In one day, we have 1,440 minutes for 24 hours. We have 86,400 seconds in a day. 3 days, okay, 3 days of 24 hours is 72 hours. 3 times 24 equals 72 hours. Now we have also, okay, 3 times 8640. I'm not going to use the other zeros. It's irrelevant. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what it is with the zeros. You want 1 0, you want 2 zeros, okay, you want 3 zeros, you want 4 zeros, right? You want 5 zeros. When you have 5 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 6th one. X. Binary only goes to 6. The beginning is like the end where you started off with no zeros. You want to see what happens? Here, let's take just the number 1. Multiplication. In the first one, okay, I'm going to multiply the first one. Let's say we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I use the first one, I'd end up with 6. Then 1 times, then we're going to go to the second one over here. Okay, and that number is going to be 5. So we're going to go 0, 5. And then we're going to go to the next one, and that's going to be 0, 0, 4. And then 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. And if you were looking at the true reality of binary, of zeros and ones, right? This is on a different level of binary. You might go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. You might go 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Create the block. There's a block coming in over here, 512 memory by 8. Remember that one. The next one is 3, okay, 6. The next one's going to be 12, 24, 36, 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the next one's going to be 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Stop. 128. Stop. Remember this. This and this go together. A, B, C, D. Stop. 4 and 1, 5, 2 and 3, 5. We go A, B, C, 6. And we go B, C. Here we go A, B, C, 6. And then we do B, C, D, 9. And that is how our rotation is. That is your A, B, C, MJ 5. Yeah, Michael Jackson, Jackson 5. The 10th and the 13th letter equals to 23. 2 and 3 equals to 5, MJ 5. This one and this one equals to what is 1 and 4, right? When the 1 and 4, when the A1 creates between one side and the other side, the house is split. And the house is split. This A shouldn't be like that. We're going to do it like that, and then like that, and like that, and like that. So is that A split into 3, or is it a pyramid of 4? Right? The A's can be split. It can be called the delta angle. So am I going to call it Aleph Dalet? I have a fly here and I have to go do something with it because it's disturbing me. How's everybody doing today? Don't hesitate to say something. You want to give me a call, you want to send me a message, you have a question about something. I am just really, 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 really very happy. Very, very happy. A little sad, but I think more happier than sad. And the reason for that is because my excuse for not remembering some of the stuff that I did in the past couple of weeks, which are dynamic. Oh, I will remember. I will look through my book. Somebody will say something that will ignite it. Somebody, if we had 1 million people watching the last 6 months of my videos, you will bring up what I have said, and I will look it over and I will remember, because it's something you, how do you, I mean, sometimes you have to remember the equations, how these cubes work, right? And then the depths and the stories that go beyond, like within Jesus Christ. And then this number that I was working on today, it was 208. So if I split 208 in half, I have 104. 104 or 10-4 is communication. In fact, my dice cubes right now are on 10-4. It's a 1-3-4 from a 6-4-10. Jacob's ladder, running with Elon Musk, running through the oceans of 9/11. Why do I say that? If I put the 5 in between and this number, it'd be 6 and 5, 11, 4 and 5, 9. I don't have to do it there. I can just show it to you here. Between and 4 and 5, 9 to 6 and 5, 11. You know what letters these are? FED, like in feds, like in the feds. Or how about 15? If you're playing cribbage, 15 with 4, 5, and 6 gives you 5 points. 4, 5, and 6, 15 with 3 equals 3 by 5. The average is 5, E, 15, the letter O. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, Canada, the 15th letter, AE. What runs between the two fire signs of AE? 2, 3, and 4. Back to 4, 3, 2. Where was that 4, 3, 2 again? I'm going to see if I have this done on a page. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Once you catch on, you'll be excited yourself. We are 1000% plus. There is no percentage. There is no percentage because there is no denying, okay, the utopian perfection of the algorithms that show up in games to exactly what we live with, from the 13 moons and the 7 days a week to where the 52 weeks assemble. 52 by 7 assembles. 52 by 7 is 364. Where 7 times what? Right? 52 degrees times 7 equals 364. And now what we have is 13 times 28 degrees, or 13 degrees times 28 degrees equals 364. To where that, when you add up 1 all the way to 13, it equals to 91, which is valued at 1/4 of what is 364. There are 13 cards, okay, in a deck. The deck is made up of 4 suits. 4 suits times 13 cards equals to 52. When you add up 1 through 13 equaling to 91, the average is 7. The Mayan calendar, what is the name of the Mayan calendar? I know it's the Hab. Oh, don't you worry. By the time I'm done, if you stick around, you will see how we have been perfectly created. Therefore, what is the end? Okay, what is the end? What are all these terms that we live by, that we see, things that we believe, and why? if you follow, I'm trying not to be too direct with this, is that if this system is so real, did they build it with the understanding that they themselves pass away as we shall pass away? Because that cannot be true. And the system we're in is so perfect. It tells us we run a digital. Right now, we're running an analog moon powered by the oceans of the CHR first, the Christ. It's a split energy. It's the power of the breath that we take. It's the oceans, the Jesus Christ of the oceans. And I don't say it just because I want to say it. It's because the word Jesus, which says I, okay? And then it says AI, 21 AI. It counts 2 through 8. The S letter is the only letter, okay, that reduces twice. It's on the 3rd level. It's on the 7, 8, and 9 level. Every level, okay, has a reality. Like on the 1st level, it's like this. 1 divided by 3 equals 0.333. 2 divided by 3 equals 0.666. 3 divided by 3 equals to 1. When you go to the next level and you do the same thing, 4 divided by 3, it's 1.333. 5 divided by 3 is 1.666. And then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So until we get up to a certain level, the 3rd level, we have not created any creation. And that 3rd level is now onto the 7th number. Sorry, not the 7th. We're going to skip over Libra, okay? And also Libra does not contain an Aries within it. Libra is a passage or a balance directly shown to us in the deck of cards and in the dice cube. On many occasions, I don't have them all. But when you look at this cube, each opposite side is 7. 1, we're going to have, let's go with this. 5 and 2, 7, 6 and 1, 7, 3 and 4, 7. The average is 3.5 times 2 equals to what is